Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Top of the Bottom podcast. Last week, we had our special guest, Lake Midnight, and we're keeping it up with the bands. We know you guys love these bands episode. Today, we have a very special guest. I'm super excited to have them on. No Refunds. Welcome, you guys, to the podcast.
So
Hello.
who's the top and who's the bottom?
That depends on what day it is.
Yeah. We're very fluid.
And if you're wearing socks or not.
Oh, snap. That's
You
right.
just have to keep your shirt on.
Wait,
Lights
just your shirt
Lights
on?
please.
Just your shirt.
Just shirt and socks?
Just shirt and socks, yeah.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Nothing else.
Sock
Ooh.
check. Sock check.
Have
Man.
only one sock on to be spicy.
Ah,
Oh,
you're right.
You gotta
You're
keep your
right.
Rolex on. Keep your.
The chain
sock?
stays on.
Awesome, man. How are you guys doing today?
All the time. I need
Dude,
to see
we're
absolutely
pretty
everything.
good.
Hi. So I guess
Yeah.
to get started, so our audience knows who you
Mhm.
guys are. Can you tell us your names and what instrument you play or what you do in the
Yeah.
band?
Show the class a little about yourself.
Hello, my name's Abraham. I hit things, circled things, I guess.
I like that.
Hit circle things.
Sometimes. Sometimes.
It's on him.
Oh.
Oh.
Hey.
Hey. Oh,
Hey, cut that
snap.
out. My girl might see
Nah.
that.
Hey, zoom into his face when he does that.
Sparkle in the eye.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
My name's Jacob. I play guitar.
My name's Chris. I play better guitar.
Okay.
My name's Gabriel. I say things into mic.
To the mic.
My name's Alan. I'm the bassist.
There we go.
Okay.
I thought you were about to say I sing beautifully.
No, I just talk into mic.
Well, we're super
Awesome.
excited to have you guys
Yes.
on. I first saw you guys because we had Sirius on previously on
Yeah,
the band.
The homies.
And we saw they were performing for your album drop party held by
Mhm.
Selah's backyard. And I saw the stories. I didn't get a chance to go, but I saw the stories and the music was epic. So I decided to check out your album after party. And it was really awesome. So I'm glad you guys agreed. I was super excited when you guys agreed to have you back on. And so I guess I want to get started into the album. Where did the name come from?
The after party that mainly just I think we're just all talking in the group chat and we had an idea. I had saw like a picture of just Woody and Buzz like just sitting like on the sidewalk just drinking. And I was like, oh, it kind of looks like it's like an after party, like a costume party, like after party. I was like, what if we just named the album after the after party? And everyone was so like down with it. They're like, yeah, it's pretty sick because we already started like recording and everything, and so we were already like in like our final process of it. So we're just looking for like album name, like album EP names, and so we're just like, oh, we're scouting through a couple of them, and then we really didn't want to go like self-titled. We already released a self-titled. Well, no, we haven't released anything self-titled. We didn't want to do self-titled yet.
Right.
So we're just like, well, let's do after party. We're all down with it.
Yeah,
so.
especially because it's like a new era of No Refunds. So it's a different type of music that we're playing now. Something that I guess we feel a little bit more comfortable with.
I feel like we definitely found our sound with this one in comparison with our last couple of tracks, EPs, where I feel like we were still trying to find where we wanted to be at, where now it's like we found it, we could start working on it now, building that foundation, start getting there.
Yeah, that's kind of the one thing that stood out to me because like you guys have more songs than most of the artists that we have on, so I was still able to listen to it in one sitting, and you could hear the evolution like from the very beginning till now. Till I think one of the latest songs was "Digital Love," right?
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's like the closest to this.
Yeah.
But this is like the peak. I would say every song on here is a banger.
Yeah, that
Oh,
song
yeah,
was
they're
kind
great.
of like the beginning of us kind of being like, okay, I think we found something.
Yeah, like testing the waters.
Yeah.
You know.
Especially with the person that we worked with for
Shout out Damien.
that song and the EP. Shout out Damien. He helped us really solidify that direction that we kind of slowly have been going to for the last couple of years. And we've also been around for like a minute now, so that's why we have like so much like stuff out for like all the bands that like we associate right now, because there's a lot of new bands that we're running with now, so they're still babies.
All right.
You're showing them the ropes.
Yeah. Did they influence you guys in your music? Just all associating with these other bands that are out there?
I would say yeah, more so that we've like always had issues finding our sound, so we've kind of run in like different circles. But I think recently, with the direction we're going and the bands that we've been playing with, we've kind of found like a sound that harmonizes for like a show. So yeah, it's been really cool with that.
Yeah, and so that kind of like you talked about running with new bands. I guess I want to take it back to the beginning. Like, how did you all meet?
Well, me and this guy, we've known each other since middle school, and we started the band together when it was just the two of us, and we were like, let's start a band. And then a couple of years later, we needed to find a new singer, and we eventually got Gabe here.
Straight out of the Facebook group.
Yeah, straight out of the Facebook, Southern California
Facebook
musicians.
Marketplace.
Shout out.
You guys just bought him off of Facebook Marketplace.
The marketplace?
Yeah, straight out of Facebook Marketplace. I was like, hey, if you want this, I come with it.
Available for work, you know?
Yeah. And for me, like, I was in between bands. Like, I had like been with like another, like, not post-hardcore, but like more like in like that area, alternative rock. So I took some time off because of COVID and everything. You couldn't really do shit like during that time. Can't play shows. You can't do anything. I mean, if you want to, you could only mainly just go practice. So I think maybe like, it was around 2020. Was it 2022? 2022. I just started looking around and I saw them and they had put a post up like maybe like a month. But I'm like, you know what? Let me throw a Hail Mary over there. Let me see what's up. And then they're like, oh yeah, like, yeah, come try out. And I'm just like, okay, cool. And they're like, yeah, just come to Riverside.
Yeah, from like what, Norwalk?
From Norwalk.
Yeah, Norwalk.
Oh.
Because we at that time we were practicing in Riverside because our drummer like was local to there, and he didn't have a car at that time, so we all just would make that drive like every week. And
Shout out Zach, by the way.
yeah, shout out Zach, our former drummer. He was a beast, and we miss him. But he had to leave, and so we needed a drummer. So this guy was actually drumming for a couple months. Our song "Dance with the Dead," like he recorded the drums
Oh,
for
really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. I love that song.
That's cool.
Hell yeah.
it. Yeah, he's a really good drummer too, as he is the better guitarist as well. So, like,
Let's
We're-
have him do both next time at the same time.
I know.
hey, and give this man credit where credit is due. He was like on the whole like Midnight Drive like EP. Like you did all the drums.
Yeah, our Midnight Drive EP, we recorded it in house, and the only thing we didn't do was I think mix and master, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh.
he recorded everything. He beat us into shape to like do it. He was like, "Do that again, do that again." But it did sound really good. And then when Zach left the band, we had to find another drummer, and this guy happened to be available, and he's a really talented
Really,
drummer
like,
as well.
Forced me into it.
They forced you into the
Yeah, we
band.
bullied him.
It's a little short story, right? So Chris hit me up. He's like, "Oh yeah, dude, just come jam with us." And I was like, "For sure, I have time to go jam, right?" And then he's like, "Oh, are you available for this show?" I was like, "Sure, I guess." And then I was like, "I'll help you guys until you guys find a new drummer." He just never found a new drummer.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
wow.
the
Still
moment
never
he was
found a new
like,
drummer.
"Hey, like I'll help you guys out, but this is only temporary. Like I'm doing this so you guys can find someone." And me and Chris would look at each other and be like, "We're not gonna find someone else."
That's the
He's
man.
like, he's like, rest assured, we're still looking.
Yeah, to this day, they're
To
like,
this day, yeah.
we'll get there.
we're still looking for a drummer. We're still looking for a drummer. So
It's like
it's still temporary.
we really cemented him with the album art. He's like, hey, come with our photo shoot.
You're on there, man.
Yeah, so just
That
in
could be
case-
anyone.
It's
Just in case we
official.
have to edit them out. Like it's perfect. And then as a band that's been around as long as we have, we eventually like had to like find another bassist, and Alan here was already playing with Ham and other bands, so he just was like, "Hey, he's available," and he was down. So and he's really good too.
It's the
so-
same situation though. Like we'll find another bassist.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
really?
we're
Wow.
temporary-
That's how they
temporary
get you.
bassist,
Yeah,
so
We
That's
will
how they
eventually
get
find
you.
another.
I
bassist.
warned him.
man.
I was like, dude, they're gonna trick you into it.
We will eventually.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
But we're really lucky to have everybody in the band because me and Chris have been able to play with a bunch of like really talented musicians, and the ones that we have currently in the band have been some of the best. So, and it's part of the reason why our sound sounds so good right now and why the future is still looking bright. So we're lucky. We're lucky that they wanted to, fuck with us and do this with us.
That's the one thing I love about having bands on is one of the first questions I always ask is how do you all meet each other because like there's 5 people. I don't assume you all just like kind of spawned in together, you know.
Right.
And being bands usually have some kind of interesting way you guys met. So that's kind of like one of my favorite opening questions is to figure out how you guys all connected. You know, all your paths crossed.
Or just Neopets in someone's lives or something.
Yeah, we just each member was like walking by the door, hearing the other members play, and they're like, "Oh, you guys need a musician? I'm available." That's how we're gonna put it when we make a documentary about us.
That's how you get it. Right. Not the trickery.
Yeah, being a band that's been around for a long time, like it's crazy, like how many positions have changed so far. Like basically every position, except for like my position, because like I can't do anything but play guitar, has like changed.
And not better than him. You just gotta say that.
I suck. I suck compared to this guy. Like I'm just in his shadow.
No.
You're gonna have to have
No,
them versus
he's
each
not.
other. So everybody else plays an instrument. Have you always done vocals?
Me?
Yeah.
No. Me? I thought I was like, me?
Chris, can you take this question?
Chris is like, I'm also the better vocalist.
Probably also the better drummer.
Probably, at this one, we don't doubt it.
Like, and soon the better bassist.
Sorry, I didn't realize you were. I thought you were looking at Alan.
I was like, damn, Alan sings.
He's hiding that golden voice. So I've been playing bass for like over 10 years. I've been playing bass over 10 years. In other bands, I was always like bassist, backups. I think on Harmony, one of our EPs, like when our bassist had left, he didn't go ahead and he didn't record the bass parts, and I was like, well, I could do them. I'll do them, and so we ended up doing that. So, but just that, and then these guys won't let me on guitar. I'm like 5 times better than them. They're like, we don't need a third guitarist.
We try to keep them humble.
Too many.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, can I at least hold it?
Yeah.
Hold the guitar?
No, do not
So
let
my
me
girl
hold
says.
any of the equipment.
They did tell me
my
not
one's
to
gonna
glaze
catch
them.
that.
I'm cursed with equipment. So like it's happened to where like we played a show with the local deadbeat, and then he told me to hold his guitar. Jacob told me to hold his guitar one time, and when I held it and I just started like fucking around with it, it was at that moment the fucking the pickup had gone to shit, and I gave it back to him, and like the guitar just didn't work.
Not naming names or blaming anyone, but when I got my guitar back, it didn't work right.
Yeah, it didn't.
It was a different guitar.
Yeah.
And now I have trust issues.
Yeah, and I think it's happened like on 2 other occasions where like I get something and like I'll hold it for somebody or I go do something and like it just doesn't work no more. So just don't hand me nothing. Don't hand me, I must be like giving off like a negative like voltage or something like that. It must be short circuiting.
The last time he sat behind a drum set, it burst into flames.
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't sit next to
And
me.
he didn't even touch it.
He's like, that's just because how great I was playing. Yeah.
And how did you settle into like being the vocalist of the band?
I kind of just tried. I kind of just tried.
Right, you spoke into
So-
the mic.
Huh? Yeah,
Like
I
you
kinda
said, he
spoke
spoke into the mic.
So like when I first like auditioned with them, it was my first time ever like doing like a front man kind of thing. So always been wanting to try new things. Even with like my last band, I would do basses. I would play bass, do backups, and like I was pretty good at it. Got a lot of compliments for it. So I was like, hey, like why not try it this time around with the new band and just go straight vocals. Because they had already had the bassist also as well, but I really just want to jump back into music. Music's always been like my like number one passion for things. If I didn't have to like sit down and like sit at like an office for like 10 fucking hours a day,
Yeah.
you know, the good life.
Yeah,
Living the dream. It's you know it's what it's all about. Just sitting in an office for like
Corporate.
10 hours. You know,
Soul
just
crushing work.
driving like an hour commute like to and from work. And, you know,
Right.
if I didn't have to do all that stuff, I would definitely just be playing music full time.
That's
Like
awesome.
the drive is only 15 minutes, but the traffic makes it an hour.
Dude,
The mile. It's a 10-mile drive, like an hour.
Yeah.
it's like I know where I'm
It's
going, but I
terrible.
still need the GPS to know what time I'm getting.
Yeah. Right.
Because I just don't want to look at the road. I'm just going to follow GPS.
Yeah.
You know, the same paved over road.
Gridlock traffic every day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's an hour drive plus an hour wait in traffic.
yeah, but being with this band like definitely like helped me like construct to where I'm at now. It was one of those, hey, I'm gonna do vocals, and then like the first show that I played with these guys, we played with like Agent Orange. We like filled in for like a band that was playing over there.
Oh, at the Whiskey.
At the
No, we
Whiskey.
weren't filling with the band. We got hit up for that one.
Yeah. Okay. But okay, correcting. Thanks, dogs. Whatever, man.
I gotta-
story.
Whatever. They said just sell this many. You
I
can
was
just
just watching.
Oh wow.
Your future band.
But-
he's eyeing a spot.
Yeah, but what ended up happening is like that show ended up being like sold out. So like I ended up like my first time like singing with the band was like in front of like 500 people. And I was like, oh shit.
Nerve-wracking, I bet.
Yeah, it's been downhill since then.
Wow.
What's cool about that too is that he only had 2 weeks to like learn all our songs before that show
Wow.
because we basically got him like 2 weeks before and we were like, hey, so we got this show, we don't want to drop out, like figure it out.
Figure it out.
And yeah, he did it. He did it. And also too with that show was kind of like just one bad thing was happening after another with that one before it started because like half the band got COVID right before that show too. So we kept almost dropping out of that show like constantly, but somehow it all worked out and we were able to do it and it was a really great show.
Yep. And then one person got COVID right after that show. Thanks, Chris.
Chris. Yeah, the better one at getting
Probably
COVID.
had COVID during
That was
show
a HIPAA
too,
violation
but-
right there.
Yeah, it was.
So you guys performed at it's called the Whiskey A Go Go, right? I've
Yeah.
seen a lot of other bands since we're trying to like look into other bands to land on the show, and I've seen that come up a lot, the Whiskey A Go Go. So that I'm sure you were thinking, wow, already a sold out show, my first gig, scary stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I want to talk about who writes all the music.
It's a collaborative effort.
Oh, okay.
It's a collaborative effort. We're all multi instrumentalists.
Oh, all right. There's
so-
no better writer, right?
Yeah. So it
Chris,
yeah, I'm
Chris
the
the
best
better
one. though. I'm the best one. So like for example, I shot them like a couple riffs like this week, and then he's also done like that like plenty of times. Chris will just be like, "Hey, check this one out," or like, "Hey," he literally like last year he sent me like a Dropbox of like 20 different fucking riffs. He's like, "Hey man, just choose one." And but yeah, but it'll be stuff like that. We'll get like a foundation down. Jacob also like really also puts that also as well. Like we said, like we all just
Dude, his progressions are nuts.
we also just like throw like, hey, like I'm thinking about this riff. Okay, cool. Let's try it out. Not really our sound. We're gonna try something else. And it'll happen like that with a lot of them. You know, I feel like we've all like thrown riffs like that, and it's like maybe for another song, but. And then it's like we come up with something, then Ham gets into the mix, and he's like, "Hey, let's try it like this," and then Alan just does Alan's just Alan, and he just throws it down. He throws it down. Yeah.
Down those sweet licks.
Yeah. He doesn't speak at all. He just speaks in like bass tone.
Oh.
Hey Alan, what do you think?
Just hits that Jack Black.
But yeah, it essentially goes like that. Like one of us will throw like a rip out, maybe a couple of riffs out, and then we just start working on that. That's how like Digital Love started. That's how like the majority of like, well, not really the EP, but like another song that we're currently working on right now is like he threw a rip out, and then okay, let's work with that, and then that shit is like going in like 5 different directions.
Yeah.
But we're working on it.
Yeah,
That's
I bring up who writes the music because the titles on these songs for this album are the greatest I've ever seen.
So we're just goofy guys.
Yeah, we kind of like threw it back like 10 years, like 10 years ago, like 10 years. Like we say, hey, let's go back like 10 years and let's really look at like title tracks from like certain bands, and it's like shit just doesn't make any sense.
Dude, because I don't know, like, do you guys listen to Fall Out Boy?
I love
Yeah.
Fall Out
Okay,
Boy.
so like a lot of their tracks from like,
Early 2000s.
you know, yeah, they have nothing to do with the song.
Yeah. My
So-
favorite is my lawyer. Lawyers told us to change the name of the song or we get
So
sued.
yeah,
Yeah.
we get sued. Yeah. It's my
a
favorite
great
song.
movie.
Like, Chicago So 2 years ago. That's also one of my favorite songs. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's what we look for.
because I see like they're basically all memes.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
we were going for. Just because we were just like, yeah, like these songs like with it kind of started with like McShotty's.
yeah.
Because, like,
It literally worked
That's a
into the
great
track.
name. Yeah.
It started with that one because of the lyrics that like Gabe wrote. So we were just like, if this song's like name this, like we got to name the other songs like non-serious names. So that's why like Spain without the S is like
Yeah, I love that.
song.
That's a good song. Yeah.
Spain
We're all
without the
depressed
S.
boys, and so we're like, it works.
That's probably my favorite song off the whole album is
Yes.
Spain Without the S.
Spain.
It's such
Oh,
an
yeah.
incredible song.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But my favorite lyric from the track is that BBL wasn't cheap, you know.
So that.
I want to know who wrote that glorious track and deserves
right.
a Grammy.
Oh, right here. So what ended up happening is with, like Mugshotties. I think you had came up and you were like, hey, I want to write a song. I want to call it Mugshotties. Mugshotties. Where it's like, okay, I don't know if you want to talk more about it.
Yeah,
I feel like you can.
No, because there's this Instagram page called Mugshotties.
I know that. I
And
love it.
my coworker used to always like send me like memes from there, and he's always like, "I can fix her."
So then
Mugshotties.
given that what's it called? Just given that like idea. Like I wasn't even the first one to even start the lyrics. It was actually Abe.
Yeah,
It was
that
actually
was like
Abe.
the first pair of lyrics I've ever
Yeah.
written too.
Oh, really?
I was at work and I was just like, I'm not doing shit. I'm just,
Yeah.
come up with something. And then so I come up with like the whole, what car did I use?
Ultima.
The Altima, because like Mugshotties are usually,
Yeah.
the hot Cheeto, whatever.
Without,
Yeah,
without
and then like drinking Trulies, staying up till
Yeah.
3, doing
Balls.
makeup while, whatever.
I love all those lines are so incredible.
Yeah, and so I had to come up with that early on, and then I was like, okay, here's an idea, and then he just ran with it. So
Yeah, because I also like grab a lot of like inspiration. It's like they're like, okay, Mugshotties, this. I'm like, okay, we're talking about someone like toxic.
yeah,
Like
Yeah,
someone toxic.
exactly.
Someone got kind of like that I could fix her kind of like thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's a lot of play on words in there, and there's a lot of like lyrics that like if you guys follow like Food's Gone Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
yeah.
credit check. So like credit checks turning into sock checks.
Yeah.
Like sock check. You gotta look at it closely. If you know like that, like you gotta look at it closely. Like certain things like that. Like I was like, okay, cool. I gotta start throwing in more stuff. Really, really, really having fun with it. And I feel like that's one of like those songs that it's on like my favorite. It's one of my favorite tracks. Like,
Yeah, it's
on
definitely
the,
fun
on the
to
EP.
play.
It's fun to play.
Yeah.
it's hard for me.
Yeah.
Just the opening lyrics,
Sorry.
you already know what kind of girl she is because he's like, she runs a red light. And
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a green light.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
immediately say what kind of person you are. I like that.
Exactly.
Green light to me.
Exactly. It's a fun song. It's fun to sing. It's like it gets everyone hyped up. It's super upbeat. It's one of my favorite things. It's one of my favorite tracks on the album.
Yeah, I think that Instagram page is still going on, but there are people who are making content off of that page. So
Yeah.
you know how gambling, like on Prize Picks and stuff, is becoming a big thing on Stake.
Yeah.
There are 2 guys on Instagram who go to that page. They'll find that girl. And they have a segment called "Bailing Out Baddies."
Yeah.
I did not know that. I did not. know that.
I've seen that. I've seen those
Yeah.
on like
Yeah,
my
right.
reels and stuff. I get those on occasion.
I get it all the time. And so the guy will look at what her bail is. He'll find out where she's stored or jailed. And
He said stored.
Crazy.
and he'll go, okay, her bail is this much. We're gonna go to Stake and we're gonna put that much down. And if we land on the green and we get the money, we're gonna bail her out.
Oh yeah.
And most of the time, he doesn't get to do it. So he keeps betting over and over again. He does part 1, part 2, part 3. The most he's ever done is like part 6 for one girl.
Oh, man.
And we finally got it. He goes, "What do you mean someone bailed her out already?"
He's just trying to give back to the community.
Yeah, we're hoping that one day one of those pages hits us up to like want to use the song.
That
we're
would
just
be
waiting.
so
That would be
awesome.
awesome.
We don't want to seem like we're chasing them. We're just like waiting by the phone, waiting for that call.
Yeah, you know what? We'll
Yeah.
be the ones who will go, "Hey, there's a great song called Mugshotties,"
Yeah.
and they would love it if you used the song.
Hey,
you know?
just have our permission to
Yeah.
shoot
Oh,
a
yeah.
link.
Yeah.
Either
Sue us for using the name.
right. That's ask for permission. He's a song.
I'm pretty
or
sure
cease
we
and
spell it
desist.
differently. We spell it differently.
Yeah.
So,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
th- It's no
You
problem.
can-
Yeah,
you're
it's
good.
it's
parody.
different.
It's parody. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
It's parody.
Yeah, if anything, there's a period at the end.
I mean,
There
isn't
you
it?
go.
Wouldn't it be kind of ironic if they sue you for fair use, but they're using all these girls' pictures on their entire?
Yeah.
Hey, anything's possible.
What if they're
When it
using
comes
that
to
money
lawsuits.
to bail them out though?
That would be
Oh.
interesting. That would be interesting because they're like, we get to use these girls' pictures. It's not like they're gonna sue us. They're locked up, you know.
They got him there.
Yeah. So that is one of the meme songs that with the title. Then there's Borger.
Borgers, yeah, Borgers.
Borger
And
is
you were-
great.
That was actually like a song that I was really proud of when we were like recording the EP because we really pulled that one out of our ass.
Yeah,
Because
I think our producer, he was like, "Oh, so we're doing 5 songs, and we're like, yeah, but we don't have a 5th song. And then I think at practice one time we were just like, fuck it, let's write something, and then we wrote it in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, like
Oh, wow.
there's enough talent pool in this band that more often than not we're able to kind of like by the end of practice have like the skeleton of a song. So we structure it, we kind of have an idea of where we're going, and then practices after that is just kind of building upon the ideas that we already have. So with Borgers, 2 songs we had already kind of been demoing when we were like recording, so we had those 2. 2 of them were 3 of them were like demoed. One of them was basically we completely remade one of our old songs, and so we had like a missing one, and we were already kind of starting to like get to a point where we needed to work on the song that we didn't have. So we were just like, let's like figure something out really quick. And what's funny about that one too is that Ham actually kind of brought the idea to the band because he was like, hey, like, what do you think of this beat? Da-da-da-da-da. And that's what became the beginning of Burgers.
Given I hate playing fast songs, I get tired really easily, so I need to work on that. But I was like, let's just play a fast song. Fuck it. And then, I gave them that beat, and then they're like, all right, let's start with this. And then it took us like 5 minutes to write.
Yeah.
It really validated the fact that like we've been like coming to practice almost every week for like years at this point, especially me and Chris, because we've been doing this specific project since like 2019.
Really?
And like every year that we've been together, we have all gained better knowledge and like skill to like do what we're doing now. And then everyone else already came in with like some really good like skills and abilities to like just really quickly pick up on everything that we were already doing. And it all came together just to like create a really, really cool EP. Really proud of this one. This is like pretty much the beginning of like the future for us, because we're gonna keep going till like the wheels fall off of this, and it's only gonna get better because we're all getting better as we do it. And hopefully that just means that like the really good songs that we made now will translate into even better songs in the future.
Yeah, this album is really great. It's super polished, and so that's kind of like when I first heard Borger, it's like super short. So I thought it was like when it leads into "I Need You," I thought it was the same song. I had to listen back. I was like, wait, was it that short? Like it just stops, and then the next one started right away. So I was like, was it the same song? Am I listening to this? So I looked like I was like, it's super short. What's going on?
Yeah, it's
But
like
no.
a minute or something like that.
Yeah, it's like a minute 30 seconds, but it's one of the best songs on there, and you guys should be proud because this album is really great. All the practice and that you guys put in the work, you can really tell.
Yeah.
It's really, really awesome.
Appreciate it.
What about I talked about "I Need You." You got a feature on this song.
Yes.
Let's talk
Shout
about
out Gladys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was amazing.
Where'd you find her?
Hap?
Oh,
So me and Alan, we play in 2 other bands, right?
Two other bands.
So we were playing a show out in Long Beach. I forgot what Alex's Bar, I believe it's called.
Yeah.
And they were playing that same night with her band, Mi Melodia. Shout out Mi Melodia. But so they were playing, and then we were the only 2 like younger bands because the other bands were like kind of old. They were just playing covers, like rockabilly covers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we kind of just all connected through there. We followed all of our like individual pages and stuff. And then I was telling her, I was like, dude, you sound like Hayley Williams, like Paramore, like. And so ever since then, like me and her were friends. And then, I'd hit her up for shows, whatever. And then these guys were like, dude, what if we get an artist on here? And then I was like, Gladys would probably be down. She sounds like this type of genre for her voice, And she was down. And then we made the track.
Blew it out of the fucking park.
Yeah.
Really.
So we actually sent her the track on GarageBand, and we just told her like, hey, like, sing to this, and then she hadn't even met up with us. We told her to write her lyrics. We're like, here, and then she sent it back, and that's what she had, and we're like, this is great, cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And that song was great, definitely. And do you guys plan on having more collaboration with
Oh,
other
yeah.
bands and stuff?
Oh yeah, for sure. Since we've been like playing more shows with like more people, a lot of people seem to like fuck with us. So whenever we're done with the show, we talk to like the other bands and specifically like the singers and all that, and we're always like, hey, if you guys are ever down to like work with us, we hop on a song, and everyone says they're down. So it's just more of us having to come up with like the songs that we want to do that with, because there's a lot of talent out there and a lot of talent that like, you know, seems to want to work with us, and we want to work with all the talent out there. So it all kind of comes together in that, you know.
Yeah, I DM'd LeBron James, and I'm just waiting here.
LeBron James.
You haven't played Electric Triangle.
Yeah. No, his voice is great.
Yeah, Weird Al Yankovic still hasn't returned my calls.
Sometimes I'd be sending Taylor Swift like our show.
That's awesome.
She's
Like,
a
oh,
little
come
busy
to
right
the
now, though.
show, dude.
She's a little busy right now.
Hey, tell her you can play her wedding.
Dude.
Yeah,
there you go.
that's the show right there.
Yeah.
You play I Need You for her
Yeah.
wedding.
Oh yeah.
Hey, if Taylor Swift is watching this, like, we're available.
You're like, we'll do it for free. We'll do it for free. Hey,
We'll pay you. Like,
We'll pay
We'll
you.
pay you.
There was a funny little antidote to like that kind of topic. When our bassist before Alan joined the band left, I don't know why I just decided to like start like Instagramming message like a bunch of like celebrities. So like I messaged Flea, I messaged Weird Al Yankovic, I messaged LeBron James, and like I screenshot it, and I was like, I'm just waiting for them to like call me back.
I've DM'd Joe Biden.
Wait, have you really?
Yeah, it was. So this was when he announced that he was dropping out of the race.
Oh.
So I sent him a cute Kirby meme. I was like, "Here, I think you need this today."
You're like, do you want your band to play and for us to interview you?
Collab.
Like, hey, they'll play the inauguration, you know, and then the
Presidential
Super Bowl.
collab.
That you'll do Taylor Swift's wedding, and then it's the inauguration, then it's the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's how you guys. That's the escalation, you know. That's the staircase to success for you guys.
Hey,
So,
we'll
putting it out there right now.
We'll break up if we play the Super Bowl, because like, how can we top that?
Yeah.
We're really putting all our chips in this interview. So
It's all about manifesting, you know.
100 create views in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, in the first 10 seconds.
In the first 10 seconds,
There
yeah.
you go. That's what I'm thinking.
we're desperate.
Like, please watch the
Just
video.
put the hashtag Taylor Swift on the video, dude.
Hashtag Taylor Swift. Hashtag Travis Kelce. Hashtag
Hashtag Joe Biden.
Joe Biden, yeah.
Hashtag Donald Trump. Fox News. Just everything. Mr. Beast. All of it. Just
Yeah. just really milk it. Just
gambling. You know, anything just to get all the audiences to think, oh, this is nice.
Hashtag price picks. Sponsor us, price picks.
Hashtag underdog. You know, all of them. Superman. Hashtag Superman. Just all of it. Anything big. Just
Anything.
Disney.
Yeah.
All of it. Just and we get into the algorithm, and then we get banned for SEO abuse. The last song. Oh no. What about S without the pain? Where did that idea come from?
Spain without the
Yeah,
S.
Spain without the S.
Spain without the
Just
S
another
is-
meme, obviously.
Spain without the S, I
Yeah.
feel like is just one. It's like it's besides like I Need You, and besides
Yeah.
Mug Shotties, like you know Pop Tarts And Broken Hearts, Borger. Those names don't even correlate with what's going on there. Spain is one of those. It's one of those songs that's like near and dear to me. It's one of those ones I wrote really. You know, I'm gonna tap into like my inner like just main character, you know, main vocalist. I was at a pretty dark time in my life,
Yeah.
writing music. You know, it's just one of those ones where it's like, you know, I was really just going through a lot of things like mental health wise, you know, and then I was pre-therapy, pre-everything just to help me out, and you know, took a lot of. Hey, I need to, you know, for me to actually feel better about myself, like I'm gonna go drink. I'm going to go smoke. I'm going to go jork it. I'm going to go, you know, maybe not jork it, but, you know, just a little bit. But you know,
Just a little bit.
But it had a lot to do with, hey, like it's the only real way that I could really just occupy myself and to really stop thinking about things. And that's where it really came from. And just Spain without the S is it's a inspiration and just kind of like just a really big rip off of Cute Without the E.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was.
I didn't really think about
I was
that.
thinking of that song.
So like Spain without the S is like pain.
Wait, that's another song. Cute
yeah,
with the
Q without the E.
yeah.
I forgot who was it by.
Take It Back Sunday.
Take it back
Yeah,
Sunday,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's also a great song as well.
On the instrument side of it, My like process of like starting figuring out songs, I don't have like a fundamental like knowledge of like I can just like know which chord is which. So I'll start flipping through like chord books to find a chord that like I fuck with. And specifically with Spain, we were trying to kind of go for like a emo, like Midwest emo kind of like vibe for that one. So like I looked up a YouTube video, it was like Midwest emo chords, and I was going through them, and I found the first chord. I was like, all right, sweet, this sounds cool. And from there, it just like we just built upon like the progression and stuff like that.
The progression of the song is awesome. It feels really big. You know, it's like like that's where like you give your most biggest performance of that track, and the guitars as well. It's like everything just feels big. Like there's a
it fits together so well.
Crescendo.
Yeah,
you know?
there's a lot of feels in that song. A lot of feels.
Yeah, it's incredible.
And you can feel it.
Again, props to our producer Damien, because he helped us kind of like build upon that song a lot, especially because we were doing the drums like on the computer for that. Like Ham would kind of like have an idea, like tell him what to do, because our producer was also a drummer, so he already kind of like had that like knowledge.
Yeah.
So when we were figuring out the song, because I had just brought the first part to it, me and him like sat on like a drum set, me on the guitar, and we were just kind of like ironing out the progression from the first verse to the chorus, and we came up with it in like 30 minutes. And from there, it just like, you know, like once you like hit something, you're like, okay, like it just starts flowing out of you, like the creativity. And so we were able to build upon that like real quick. So altogether, we figured out that song like in like a couple of recording sessions.
And whose idea was it to use the voicemail skit?
In the beginning.
And the end, it's the same. It goes to the beginning and the end.
Yeah.
Was it me?
I think so.
I don't know. I'm always coming up with stupid ideas, but sometimes they work
Goes
out.
really well.
Because like it feels like that's the heartbreak, right? Like they're not answering your calls anymore.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you know, they're straight to voicemail.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. And I really like that. I really like that because just going back to like the lyrics and what they mean and stuff like that. Like it's one of those. You feel like you can't talk to somebody, or if you do reach out, you're reaching out to the wrong people, where like they just don't understand. And like, yeah, I feel like it's just one of those where it's like I was just somewhere. You know, try to really reach out. You know, I have a great support system now. Got my boys right here. Got my boys right here. I got, you know, support system at home and stuff like that. But when you're in like a spot like that, you feel like you can't talk to anybody, or not even want to talk to somebody, but more of a burden. Like you feel like a burden just trying to reach out to somebody. And when he's like, oh, I bring the voicemail up, I'm like, oh, sick. Like that's great.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
the gist of it.
It's the only song on there that like kind of breaks the rhythm, right?
Yeah.
Because like every song is one. It starts as the song and ends with the song. That's the first and only track that begins with the skit and then ends with the skit at the same time. But no, that's one of my favorite songs on there because it feels so big. It feels like the most. It feels very orchestral. I would say, right? You can feel it. But the last song I want to talk about, because the song you guys are going to be performing on the show later in the episode, Pop-Tarts and Broken Hearts.
Pop-Tarts and Broken.
Where'd that name come from?
Yes,
I think that's also
intriguing name.
When I because you had told me to like send some dumb name.
Because we were like demoing the song and we just didn't know what to call it, because we have like, you know, song 1 through 1,000,000 in our notes. So we're like, okay, come up with like a stupid name for now. So Ham was like, oh, how about, what did you say, like toaster strudels or just
Strudels.
I said Pop-Tarts are just stale
yeah,
toaster
strudels.
strudels because they are.
Yeah.
And I was eating a Pop-Tart at the time. That's why.
But then that title was like so long, so we just kept calling it Pop-Tarts for short, and it just kind of like stuck. And you're like, okay, well, Pop-Tarts, they're gonna sue us, so we have to come up with something. We have to come up with something else. We're like, all right, well, we're trying to like low key be like a little like emo with this EP. So how about like Pop-Tarts and Broken Hearts? And I remember I showed that title to my fiance, and she was like, "Oh, that's cute." And I'm like, "All right, we got the lady's approval." Let's do it.
Like one of those days, you're just eating Pop-Tarts because you got a broken heart. You know?
Yeah, it works, and it has nothing to do with the lyrics, so it's like totally in character for like what we were trying to do with this EP.
You're like, I talked to legal. They said it's all good.
HR approved.
HR approved. They said it's fair use.
Yeah, and because Chris is so humble as our best guitarist ever that he pretty much like that was one of the songs that we had demo previously because Chris had basically had the majority of that song kind of like already like written out. There were a couple things here and there that I can't remember right now that like we did like kind of change just with like the natural progression of like working with everybody together. But yeah, that was one of the songs that he just was like all him. He also recorded the whole song himself because at that time like I didn't like know what the parts were and Chris came up with it, so Chris recorded all the parts for that song.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we were kind of on a time crunch because our producer was leaving up north to
He was
San
moving
Fran?
to Davis, yeah.
He was moving to Davis, so we were trying to get it done as soon as possible
And
before
we had like 2 months.
he left. Yeah.
And that wasn't even like a consistent like every day we were coming to record. Like we had like a Saturday and a Sunday scheduled that we could do it. And one thing or another happened a couple of times, so like it was really like crunch time by the end. So I think altogether we recorded in like 12 sessions or 11 sessions. Something like like 2 or 4 or 8. Yeah, like 9-10 sessions we like got everything done. And it was like up until the wire because like certain like parts weren't done yet and he was going to leave like the next week. So it really came down to the wire.
He had a brosectomy and then he left.
Yeah.
Prosectomy.
Sorry, we were talking about that.
Yeah. No.
Camera.
I recommend a switch.
Yeah, no, it was like definitely like one of those like time crunch things where it's like, hey, we finished the EP. It's like 3-4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On a-
we
on a-
He's
Yeah.
like, leave me alone.
On a Sunday. No, yeah, work the next day. I'm just like,
yeah, me and Chris like we were workhorses for that whole recording because I think together we did like sometimes like 8 hours of sessions of just guitar just because of like the process and the way that our producer was like recording things. I think altogether it was like 36 hours of guitar altogether recorded.
Crazy.
It was
All
it was
that-
crazy.
All that for 3 chords.
All that for
3
3 chords, yeah.
chords. Wow.
Yeah.
3 hella chords.
Hell, of course.
But no, yeah, when I first heard that track, I immediately told Jay, I want to have these guys on, and we're gonna have them play this song on the show.
Yeah.
Because I love the lyrics. I want to know, are they based on a true story? How you're like, hey, I forgot the name of the band.
oh,
Dude,
yes, it
The
is.
bassist knows
Yes.
half of the songs.
It is. It
The
is.
drummer doesn't know what's going on.
It is a. It's definitely a what's it called like one of those core memories. Those canon events that happen. What's it called? There was I said a name. I meant to say this name. The band was like we were working with. We were cool with them already. Like we knew a lot of them for a while already. Bassist was in that band. He would call him he would call it a specific name. We only knew it by that name. Called him by that name. Didn't mean to. In front of a good amount of people.
We kind of
That crowd was like all their
The
yeah.
crowd was like
So
all the
we,
homies.
obviously for legal reasons we can't like elaborate on that. But it was literally they invited us on that show because
Yeah.
they invited
Yeah.
us on that show, and it was just so like ingrained in the group chats this name for them because we were just like, oh, it rhymes.
Yeah.
And, yeah, like I don't know, maybe
Yeah.
I don't know. They seemed
You
pretty
know,
chill. No one like jumped us after the show.
No,
So,
nothing
like,
happened. We talked about it. Next show after, I think who came like one of the guitarists. One of the guitarists came, and he was super cool. That he thought it was hilarious, and I was just like, I'm like, cool. I'll choose one of 5. I'll choose one out of the 5 people in there
I
to
think
get
I
that
have video of
confirmation.
it, so if I find it, I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
You have the
Please
Patreon.
do,
Send-
yeah.
send it
I
to
wanna
him.
see
GoPro
that.
for that show.
Oh,
that's
sweet.
awesome.
Yeah.
If I find that,
Oh yeah,
clip, I'll send it.
that was one
Oh,
of the things
that's
too.
awesome.
Like
Please do.
he had evidence. The one out of like the many shows we played, he had the camera on. He had the camera on. Never brings that camera ever.
never
again.
saw it again after
Never
that
saw it
show.
again. Yeah, literally. They're just right there, right moment, right time. Other than that, there is a lot of the times I'm just like, I kind of feel like a piece of shit sometimes. I'm like, what's the next band that's playing? I'm like, and I do find myself doing that. I'm a lot better at it now. I'm a lot better at it. I'm like, don't do the same shit. Come on, you learned this. Call them this, not that. But it was one of those. Damn, I need to fit this in somewhere because, oh man, I heard it. Like I got it for like 2 weeks with these guys in the group chat. Whenever we had band practice, I heard it. I heard it all.
Yeah, we were just like, hey, don't forget the names. Don't
Yeah.
forget to announce them.
Yeah.
And then every time, like, we'd finish the set and be like, hey, you didn't say the names.
Yeah.
He was like, fuck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They let.
We're about to we were gonna start beating him if he didn't get it, but then
Yeah.
he like started remembering names.
Yeah. So it's like ingrained in me now. Like don't do that again.
And each of those lyrics, like he says the drummer can't hear what's going on.
The drummer can't hear what's going on.
The bassist only knows half of the song.
The bassist only knows half of the songs. Bassist only knows half of the songs. I think that came through because when we were also recording the EP, like you'd be like, oh, like I'll like I really don't know what to do, like all that stuff. We're already in the actual recording process. Like, come on, we need to actually do something. The bassist doesn't know half of the songs, so yeah.
At every show I'm at, I literally can't hear anything.
Yeah. And he can never hear anything. He's always like the number one like enthusiast of let's get in ears. Hey
Yeah.
guys, let's get in ears. It's like that group chat. It's like that like little message thread. It's like in ears, like
In ears? And then they just ignore me, and I'm just like, all right.
Also, 100% because of like how low we had to play for like the mics. I'm pretty sure you couldn't hear this like session either.
Yeah, no, I think I only heard like Alan, maybe.
You heard?
Yeah,
You heard me more than
I couldn't hear vocals at all, but you know,
Oh wow.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, but we're professionals, so like we handle it.
Yeah, and I actually
yeah.
I have 2 in-ears, but I was asking our sound guy, I was like, should we use these? Like, are all the outputs taken? He's like, well, you don't have one for everybody, so we'll hold off on it, but we'll see. So I actually only had 2, and I was thinking about giving one to you, and I was like, I don't know about the second one. I don't know who wants the second one. I could have gave it to Abe right here
Yeah.
because apparently he never hears anything.
We've never like used in-ears. Like, well, they have Alan and Ham have used in-ears, but the rest of us kind of haven't. So if we did use them, we'd just probably play worse than we already did.
Probably
You're like,
fake
"That's
outers
what we
and
sound like?"
Oh God! How are we? Why do people book us?
But no, it's a great song, and when I heard it, I was like, that has to be it because it's just so funny. It sounds so chaotic, and it's super like the most intense like single type of song, right? It's like a single, so like that has to go on the show, and it fits our aesthetic of us being degenerates. You know? So like this has to go on the track, and I think we skipped out an important question, which was probably should have been the first one we asked, but like, how did you guys get the name No Refunds?
This is a you question. This is a you two question.
So we kind of busted a Childish Gambino and used like a band name generator.
Oh, really?
So it was either like No Refunds or some stupid shit like Soggy Sock or something.
Yeah.
And then on top of that too, being I think we were like 22, 23 at the time, 2019, I think. We were just dumb kids about it. Where I was like, it'd be really funny if people see this on a poster for a free show, they'll be like, what the fuck? And I was kind of like where we were just like, because like we couldn't come up with anything better, and we were just like, we need a name now, something that just like works. And then at one point we were just like, this will be a temporary name, and it just never changed. And but now like people, like every time like we talk to people, it seems they really fuck with the names. Like every time we say our name, they're like, oh, that's funny. Oh, that's cool. So far, we haven't got any like negative reactions to it.
Nobody asked for any refunds?
All the fucking time, all the time. We're just gritting our teeth, smiling, like yeah.
We're like, it's in the name, No Refunds.
That one before.
Yeah, no, that's a totally original take on like our name, like for sure. Yeah,
You're so funny.
the one downside to our name though is that like we've tried to like find like a name for like our fans, and we've never been able to come up with anything because we're just like, what, we're gonna call them like tax returns or something. Like,
I got one for you. I got one. The Fundies.
no,
Hey, the fun?
can't do that one with those. I think that's the name of a cult. Yeah, I think the Fundies is the name of a cult. So like that one was like a no go.
Well, I knew it as a pejorative for the trust fund babies. They call them the fundies. Yeah, on Reddit, like, oh, the fundies.
Yeah.
Call them the fundies.
Maybe that'll work.
The funnies will work.
Hey, we haven't come up with anything better yet. So
The trust fund babies. There you go.
the trustees.
The trustees. Yeah, I like that.
I'm really liking the fundies. The fundies making a comeback or what?
Oh, yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much where the name came from, and it stuck like this whole time. And given how like we've kind of tried to go in a goofier direction with like the names of the songs, we kind of like decided to do that because of the name. Because like how are we gonna be a super serious band with like No Refunds as the name? It's like if Weird Al Yankovic didn't do like comedic songs. It's like, okay, you're named that while doing like power metal. Like what the fuck?
All his songs are about suicide.
Yeah. Even the band Suicide didn't do songs about suicide.
All of them.
He's like, guess what this song's about? Suicide.
Death.
Death. Divorce.
Yeah, it's only when you play our tracks like backwards, like reversed.
There you go.
Reversed, you really hear it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like was it Stairway to Heaven instead
Like
of Sad
Stairway to
State?
Heaven. Yeah.
You guys should
Didn't the
try
Beatles
doing
do
that. Make a song that you can play backwards. That's like evil, you know?
Oh, be down.
Yeah.
Hey, look out for the next song. Play it backwards.
Yeah, it'd be like, I love Satan, you know, the entire time. Like that was like a conspiracy theory that if you play the Pokemon song like backwards, like you just get I love Satan over and over.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Black Sabbath made a whole like industry out of that.
Yeah. Yeah, we need you guys to do a Pokemon cover, like just cover the Pokemon song.
Dude,
That would be
I don't think
epic.
We're not good.
Speak for yourself.
It's like peak music.
We'll
Yeah.
do SpongeBob at best. Like,
You give you guys ripped pants.
Hey, that's a great song.
That is an incredible song. My brother has that on repeat all the time.
To be fair, me and a buddy of mine, he's mainly like an acoustic like guitar player. We once jokingly like he once was like, I tried to learn that song and it was so hard. And this guy's like super talented at playing guitar, and like he was even like, I had trouble because there's so many like chord changes for that song. It's like low, like a sleeper like hard song to play.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like I'm serious. My brother will play like he's playing Chevelle, Pantera, and then this song pops up. You know? It's a real mood changer.
That's
you
the
know?
only real way he could play those other songs. Rip my pants. It made him into like a super skilled guitar player.
That's cool.
He has my little nephew in the background, you know, just like listening, absorbing this musical genius.
Yeah.
You know?
For the next generation.
Exactly. Now I'm gonna have him play No Refunds in that same track.
Hey,
Hell
there you
yeah.
go. Hell yeah. Right. Do you guys look into like expanding into what genres you guys want to get into?
I
Or
think
like-
right now we're definitely trying to go way more into like pop punk, emo punk kind of direction, like especially with like the EP and all that. We spent so many years trying to figure out like our sound and like our direction that we've already kind of played like we did indie, we did like straight. We tried doing straight punk at one point. We just weren't fast. My arms were getting so like cramped trying to like do that. As of right now, that's kind of just where we're at with it. Pop punk, emo, like that. But I mean, who knows how long we'll be together? If we're together for like another, we've already been together for like almost 10 years. In a like 2025, yeah. In like another 4 years, it'll be like 10 years. So who knows where we'll be at that point?
Yeah, I was thinking about calling it like after this interview is over.
Yeah, this is our last official like thing
This is
as
the
No
retirement
Refunds.
podcast
Yeah.
episode.
It's like
It's all downhill from
sounding
here.
off after this.
they'll go
It's
into
all
like
downhill.
their own single career.
Like
Right?
our latest project and our last project.
That's why I brought stickers.
Oh, nice.
Promote his new band.
Yeah.
You know.
Promote himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, we realized very
Just drums.
Just drums.
Just-
we realized
Just a
very
drum
quickly
band.
that we peaked with this. So it's all downhill from here.
So
Oh man.
that's the. I think. Well, you have any other questions for them?
No, go ahead with what you're saying.
So yeah, for us, like I would say that's probably all that we have. Is there anything you guys want to promote that you guys have going on right now?
Yeah, let it be known.
Well, there's Ham Solo Project.
There we go. Yeah, Ham
Ham
Solos.
Solo.
There we go. Bam. Right there. Beautiful.
Yeah. Looking for his replacement.
Still.
We're still promoting that open drummer spot.
Yeah. He's still just a fill-in.
Yeah, if you feel like you can cut it in the band, like come like audition.
Looking for a second guitar.
Yeah. Yeah, trying to replace me already.
And a bassist, you know.
And,
Yeah,
and
as a
basically
bassist.
everybody but
Yeah.
Chris has to be replaced at one point because he's the best player in the
Soul of
band.
And then Chris eventually is going to replace himself because, I'm tired of this.
Yeah, I think I'm just temporary now.
Yeah. Temporary band.
I would just say follow us on our Instagram, follow our music on Spotify, everywhere you can like play music, because as of right now we're kind of in the middle of like working on a new song, but not really much in the works at the time. Like we're all adults, we have busy lives, so that's kind of been taking the focal point at the moment. But we're still like meeting up every week, we're still practicing, we're still trying to make new music. It's just nothing really in the works as of right now. We're kind of in the middle of like making new stuff, but that's kind of where it's at right now.
Can you give the name of your Instagram for the audience?
No.refunds.music.
Beautiful.
But if I could say one thing
Sure.
before we sound off,
Yeah.
no,
Speaking to
we
the mic.
do have a music video coming out.
Really?
Oh.
Eventually
You
we'll
know
have
what?
it coming out.
This is it's crunch time then. But
hype it up.
we shot a music video like 2 months ago, and it's still something that's we got everything done, everything there. So that is something that
Post-production hell,
huh?
Production hell. Huh?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So we're just waiting, but eventually we'll get it. Eventually it'll come out, and it's actually I Need You with Gladys.
Oh, that's
And
great.
it's sick.
Really?
It's real sick.
heck yeah.
So we're really excited for whenever that'll come out in the next 10 years.
It's almost still be relevant. It's timeless.
There's lasers.
Yeah.
And I bet Chris shot it because he was the best DP too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Written, directed, cinematography.
It was him taking selfies for his part.
Starring.
Starring, yeah. He did all of it. He did the sound production at the end too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Starring and featuring.
Starring and featuring. Both at the same time. 'Cause that's how great he is.
It's a real Citizen Kane of music videos for us. We would be nothing without Chris.
That's not true.
How humble.
I'm always late.
Fashionably late.
Fashionably late.
Yeah. When Chris gets there, the party gets started.
The after party.
Yeah,
the after party.
That's
I like that.
Yeah,
Awesome.
TM.
Yeah, trademark pending.
right. Hey.
I like that. So tonight on the show, they're gonna perform for us Tarts and Broken Hearts, and they're gonna perform the entire project of After Party, all the songs that we discussed on the show. They're gonna perform it, but it's gonna be only on our Patreon page, which is $2 a month. You get the episodes out 2 days early, plus uncensored, the stuff you can't hear on
Exclusive
YouTube.
content.
Exactly. All on our Patreon for $2 a month. Also, if you want, we still sponsored by Dubby. So if you go to Dubby, any order, go to checkout, put the promo code TOTBENT for 10% off any order for Dubby.
Yes.
You guys, thank you for coming on.
Thank
We're
you
really
guys
Thanks for having
excited.
us.
It was
was
great
fun.
having you
Thanks.
guys.
We're excited. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Just, well, remember, don't be a chump.
There you go. Don't be a chump. That's our close. We close.
That's
it
our
like that.
closing.
Don't be a
Yeah. Don't be a
And
chump.
I love that everybody does it too. They do it.
we're kind of just a bunch of sheep on this couch.
All right, guys.
Write that down. Write that down.
Write that down. And performing Pop Tarts and Broken Hearts from the new project After Party, here we have No Refunds.
Another weekend, another show lined up, and I'm a little bit fucked up. You hand me another cup. You know I'm drinking and setting it up just to throw it down. It's midnight, we're still
you guys for coming on, and we actually like to give you guys this.
Hey, that's what's up.
You know, we'd like to thank you guys for coming through, allowing us to hold your interview and everything. I'd like to thank everybody behind the scenes. I'd like to thank, just the viewers for being here with another episode with us. And thank you guys. Oh, also make sure you guys subscribe to our Patreon. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you. I'll put off right now, man.